Welcome to the first video of the terrestrial navigation tutoring. So we're going to start with ETAs, estimated time arrivals. So an ETA is your distance from point A to point B and the time to get there and what time you will actually be arriving. Some people will actually, if you're traveling to a place together with friends, they'll actually ask you for, hey, what's your ETA? They're just asking when you will probably be there. It's an estimate, hence the time, hence the name, estimated time arrivals. So I'm going to be reading off U.S. Coast Guard problem 11-340. So at 12:10 zone time on the 1st of December, you depart Seattle, latitude 47 degrees, 36 minutes north, longitude 122 degrees, 22 minutes west, zone description +8. You are bound for Guam at latitude 13 degrees, 27 minutes north, longitude 144 degrees, 37 minutes east, and you estimate your speed of advance at 20 knots. The distance is 4,948 miles. What is your estimated zone time of arrival at Guam? So I like to set this up like a chart. So we'll start up here with our zone time when we are in Seattle. So it says we are leaving at 12:10 on December 1st. And then we are going to apply our zone description. And this value is the +8. But how do we know to apply it as +8 or -8? So we have our chart and we have our east and west. So we are west at +8, and we'll take this +8 and we're going towards Greenwich. So if you're going this way, you are going to be adding. If you are going this way, you are going to be subtracting. So we will add our zone description of +8 to our zone time. So 0800, which is 2010 on December 1st. And this is our Greenwich Mean Time, abbreviated as GMT. And I will refer to it as GMT for the rest of this video. So once we get there, we have our distance of 4,948 miles that we have to cover. And so that's going to take an amount of time. And we'll calculate that using our speed times time equals distance formula. So speed times time equals distance. But we are looking for time, so we'll rearrange it. Time equals distance over speed. So our distance is 4,948, and we'll divide by 20 knots, and this equals 247 hours and 0.4 hours. So once we break this down, this ends up being 10 days, 7 hours, and 24 minutes. So we'll go ahead and add this as our travel time, which I'm labeling as TT. So we are adding 7 hours, 24 minutes, and 10 days. And this equals 27:34 on December 11th. So we can't have 27 hours in one day. It does not exist. Therefore, we have to take 24 hours out of this and add 1 day to account for the 24 hours that we're taking out. So if we wouldn't have to do this if this number 2734 remained under 24 hours. So this will equal a GMT, as we said earlier, Greenwich Mean Time of 03:34 on December 12th. Some may say, oh, that's an answer choice, but we are not stopping here because we are in GMT. It is asking for our estimated zone time in Guam. So we have to get back to zone time. So up here, we started in zone time, we applied our zone description, and then we went to GMT. So now we're going to have to go backwards. We're going to start in GMT, we're going to apply our zone description, and we are going to end in zone time. But what is our zone description? You may say, hey, it's +8, that's what we used up here. It is not, because we are in a different location. +8 was for Seattle. So we have to find our zone description for Guam. It is not given, so we have to calculate it. We'll take our longitude, which is 144 degrees and 37 minutes. So I'll go 144, hit our degree button, then type in 37 and hit our degree button again. And then we will divide it by 15. And this will get us our zone description. So we have 144 degrees and 37 minutes divided by 15 degrees. So our 15 degrees is what each zone description is made out of. So we have our zone description, which would be from here to here. That would be one zone description. So this would be a zone description of -1. If we were to come over here, it would be a zone description of +1, because this is GMT, right here, down the middle. So Guam is in the east. So we are on this side, and our zone description ended up being 9.64. 9.64 degrees. So we'll come over to our zone description of +9. Oh, sorry, that would be a -9. So let's go ahead and plug this over here. But it is not minus, it is +9. Even though our zone description is -9. So we are going from GMT back to zone time. So we are going in this direction. So remember earlier, if we are going this direction at all, we are positive. So from GMT to our eastern location in Guam is a positive. So we'll add 9 hours to this in order to get to our zone time. Our zone time is 13:34 on December 12th. And that is our answer. Our answer is D for this problem.